We're back with another episode. Spread love, light, and your legs, ladies.
Woohoo! Oh yeah. Spread them legs, spread them legs.
We're now a sex positive podcast.
Always. Always, always.
Hallelujah, glory, hallelujah, praise God.
Did you see that lady who's like, Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Activate. Activate.
No.
She was on Steve Harvey. They were doing like the little lightning round or whatever, or for the $20,000.
I like that though.
And so he was just like, all right, so you're going to have, she was like, hold on. Holy Spirit, activate, activate, activate. I was just like, that was
God. Maybe I should be
widest
doing
thing she could have ever done. Is it before you go into a patient room? Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah, truly. Holy Spirit, fucking activate.
Okay, you can't cuss at the Holy Spirit. That's not how that works. All right. Ready?
Yeah.
Oh, let's clap. Ma'am.
Can I get a hand clap? Can I get a hand clap? Do you
even know what
remember
song
A Baby? A Baby.
Remember, okay, do you remember who A Baby actually is?
Hurricane Chris.
Right, but no, the person who he's talking to is his actual DJ. His DJ's name is Baby.
I'm in the club hollering,
Hey,
Baby.
Baby. Hey, Baby. Somebody, he did an interview like years ago and somebody asked him about that. Like, what does this song mean? He was just like, no, that's literally the name of my
Hey,
DJ.
Baby. That's my song. Turn it up.
Yeah.
Wow.
I guess if we actually listen to the lyrics, he probably says that.
I'm in the club. Oh, wow. That's a good song.
Mm-hmm. I feel like an adult when I drink hot chocolate. Anyway.
Imagine if you're drinking coffee. Wow.
Coffee's overrated.
Coffee's for grown up.
All right, y'all. All right.
And a scooter-doop-doop.
Bow, 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 bow.
Let's give it up. What if we,
45,
what is that
40.
called? Scatting. I
hope you know every time you do stuff like this, I only add it to the bloopers. So thank you. Thank you for the content. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of The Face Off with Fleming and Fowler. We are back at it again after celebrating our year anniversary of being a podcast.
We made it a year.
We made it a year. A year and one episode so far.
Wow.
It's been amazing. Thank you. First of all, this is what I forgot to say on the last episode. Thank you to our sponsors at myapothecary.com. Thank you. My Apothecary, we love y'all. We support y'all. Y'all support us.
CBD cream, though.
See,
the lotion.
The lotion is amazing, but I'm more of a soft gels and the tincture. I hit that tincture like 3-4 times before I go to bed. I'm probably not supposed to, but I don't know.
Dude, when my back's acting up,
yeah,
that lotion saves it. I don't know what's in there. I don't know if it's the fact that it smells like someone chewed up 18 peppermints and spit them on my back.
Yeah, it's like a York peppermint patty on your back. But it's not as like bold and horrible as like Tiger Balm and Pink Bengay. Yeah. But I love My Apothecary. Like, and I'm not just saying that just because they are sponsoring our podcast. No, legit, for real.
I give that shit away to I'm like, everyone needs to try it. I give it away to everybody.
Yeah, I told my mom about it too. Like, I was just like, hey, here's some CBD stuff. Here you go. But yeah, so thank you to our sponsors. We appreciate it. If anyone would like to be a sponsor of our podcast, we are definitely open for business.
Open and willing.
Absolutely. How was your week this past week?
Oh, it's been good. I had a good week.
Good.
I had I worked the weekend last week. So this is my, drum roll please, 12th day working, I think. 11 or 12.
Oh, God.
I mean, not 11 or 12.
Oh,
I am exhausted. This was a good week, though. We had a meeting today. I just don't like meetings.
I hate meetings, too. Job meetings are so pointless.
Job meetings and then now they're doing this thing where they're like, oh, you guys hate working here. Let's be friends. We're going to make this fun. We're going to get the energy up. Let's do an icebreaker.
Oh, God.
I hate icebreakers.
And I hate small talk, too.
I hate small talk. I hate icebreakers. I'm like, we all fucking work together. We know each other. Yeah. And like, if I don't know you,
so what?
For good reason. I don't want to know you right now. Like, yo, I hate icebreakers. And I hate, anyway, so we played, first of all, we come into the room and on the computer screen is the scene from Elf. Have you seen Elf, the movie?
Elf?
Elf.
Oh, Elf, yes. I thought you meant Alf, like back in the day. I was like, oh, you remember that?
No. The alien?
Yes.
No. Elf with
sorry,
Will
you can't
Ferrell.
call them aliens according to Demi the fucking Lovato.
Oh, I heard.
Yeah.
It's the scene from Elf where he's like, you sit on a throne of lies. You don't smell like meat and cheese. You smell like sand. Okay. So already I'm like, why would he play this scene? Like, why would my manager play this scene, the Throne of Lies scene?
They played, oh God.
Especially when like, there's been a lot of discord in the office about misinformation and misconstrued information and lying and all of these
turnovers.
Things. So I'm like, why is he playing a scene about lying? Like, is he trying to say like there's lies in the office? Da, 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 da. And I'm like, oh my God, this is going to be like a come to Jesus for the whole office. Like, we've heard there's a lot of rumors going around and we just want to address the lies.
Yeah.
So I'm ready for it. So they play this scene from Elf and everyone's doing the fake laugh, like, ha 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 ha. And then
heard this fucking meeting up.
Our supervisor's like, so we're going to play 2 truths and a lie. I was like, oh, I'd rather you just talk to me about the lies in the office.
Yeah, seriously, that's more entertaining.
Yeah. And then everyone just like, I wasn't fucking with the shit. So I was like, I'm 30 years old. I hate ortho. I was a student here.
All those are true. I'm kidding. You definitely hate ortho.
I hate ortho. I'm not 30 years old. Like, those are my truths and lies, right?
Yeah.
And people are like, I was homeless for a year. I have traveled to 7 and I'm like, we don't need to relive anyone's trauma right now.
Was anything resolved from this meeting?
No. I'm just like, also people do the shit where they like to bring up their fun, interesting traumas, which we don't need to know about. Keep that to your fucking self. Or people will bring up shit like, I did this really cool thing once. And then naturally everyone's like, oh, tell me more about it. And they're like, oh no, I don't want to talk about it. Bitch, then why the fuck you bring it up?
People just need attention in life.
So now I'm annoyed that like they do. I'm like, why would you bring something up in a room full of people just to say like, oh, I don't want to talk about it. Oh, that's embarrassing. No, shut the fuck up.
Like, it's not the same people on Facebook. They're just like, I just need everybody to pray for me. Don't ask me what's wrong. Well, I'm not praying for you, bitch, until you tell me what's wrong.
Seriously.
How about that? Don't ask any questions. I just need your prayers. Okay, here's the thing. If I go to the store and I buy something, I need to, like, if you say, hey, go to the store and buy me X, Y, and Z, you need to be specific. So how can I go to God in prayer on your behalf if you don't tell me? Right. Lord, just fix it. No, you need to tell me because I want to be nosy. And then I see if I want to bother God with my little coupons to say, hey, Lord, here, I need a prayer for so-and-so.
Yeah. And if we're playing 2 truths and a lie, and one of your truths is that you have done something cool or interesting and everyone asks you about it, then you are obligated to tell us about it.
Exactly.
So, moral story is, good week at work.
Except for the stupid pointless
employee meetings are not for me. I just can't be in a group full of people.
No. I was, they tried to convince me to go to a Zoom happy hour. And I was like.
A Zoom happy hour? How does that work?
You just sit on Zoom with your drinks and just like, hey, this is what I'm drinking.
So you're telling me that I have to spend my free time sitting in front of the same computer I do work in front of.
Exactly.
With a drink.
Nope.
Seeing the same people that I see when I'm on the clock. That's a hell no for me.
I only see you once a week, so I'm definitely not going to do Zoom. Not at all. So I was like, are you going to come?
No. You didn't even go to happy hours when they were in person.
No, definitely not. I don't like, first of all, I don't drink like that. I really don't.
Here's my biggest worry. Like, I never have been worried that I would get like blackout or just like completely drunk around coworkers because like, A, I can hold my liquor. B, I know there's like a fine line between like fun, friendly, drunk and like you're being inappropriate in front of people at work.
Exactly.
My problem is when I start drinking, I'm like,
you tell everything?
No, I don't tell everything, but I'm just like, and you do this and that, and haha, that's
and
like,
you're a bitch.
I just start, I'm just like, you're such a bitch, right? I just start talking shit.
Oh,
but it's
more
like
than what you
more than normal.
Okay.
So even baseline at work, I'm talking shit.
Yeah.
Drunk talking shit in a casual environment is like,
you're gonna lose your job.
You about to lose your job.
See, the thing is, I've always been the person who I need to be in control of all of my faculties. And that's part of me just being a control freak. So I am, even when I used to go out with my friends, if we used to go to the club and stuff, I would always say, no, I'll be the designated driver because I need to be in control. Plus, I can get all the juicy stories.
That's true.
And the content. So that way you can't say, oh, well, Monica, you ain't shit. Remember that time you was down there? I'm not going to bring it up, but I'm just saying.
But you know.
But especially at work, I'm collecting all the data.
No, my favorite thing is to bring everyone in, make everyone feel comfortable, start a drinking game, order drinks for people, have them all feeling good, and then you collect the shits and you start talking the shits, but you also implant shit talking about other people into their heads. It's like a kink. I love it.
You're weird.
And then next week they're going to be like, why don't I like that girl? I can't even put my finger on it. I thought she was cool and now I can't stand her.
Yeah, because you're showing your true colors.
Me. Because I told you shit about her at the bar when you were drunk and you remember it. Because it's true. Psyche. The shit that I'm talking is true.
Really? You think that?
Yes.
Okay.
I know that.
Okay.
I'm an excellent judge of character. Today, 2 truths and a lie. I was 10 for 10, baby. I knew all the lies. Yeah, horrible liars.
I think because I was just going to say most of them are horrible people anyway. But anyway, neither here nor there.
Anyway, how was your week at work?
My week was just very busy. Very, very busy. I have not had I need a real vacation.
Where do you want to go?
I don't know. Anywhere but here.
Tomorrow, if I was like, hey, all expenses paid for, I will plan everything. I've already talked to work. You're off. You're going to go to
Colorado.
Ew, what?
So the
of
slopes,
all places?
But it has to be snowing. Yeah.
Oh my God. I just gave you the golden ticket.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, do it again. I'm
sorry.
Okay.
Mon, I have taken care of everything. I called work. You're off for 2 weeks. I'm paying for everything. I'm going to plan it. You're going on a trip to
Italy.
Okay, that's better.
Yeah. Or Maldives.
Ooh. You just don't want to do anything.
No, I'm the
you want to go somewhere and not do shit
and sleep. Yes. Yeah. My definition of traveling is going to a different country and staying in a nice fancy hotel to sleep.
See, that's a vacation. You're not a traveler. You're a vacationer.
No, I'm a vacationer. I just want to go and do nothing. I don't want to have an itinerary. I don't want to have excursions. I don't want to do any of that stuff. And if we do, maybe 1 or 2 things the whole time that we're there.
Time?
Yeah.
I'm a 1 activity per day person. I will do 1 scheduled planned thing. That's all I have the bandwidth for. And then the rest of the time, we just got to figure it out.
Yeah. See, I mean, when we went to Paris, that was we had a true itinerary. And because, again, COVID happened and whatever, that was an expensive trip. Anywho, but when we went over there, we were just like, okay, we got to see the Eiffel Tower. We're going to go to the Arc de Triomphe. We're going to go to the Champs-Élysées. We're going to do all these different things. And then one day, I think we did 2 events in one. And I was like, I'm tapped out.
Truly, especially with the time change.
Yeah, but I don't even know. I don't think I was jet lagged. Honestly, I was just tired because I took so many planes. I flew from Texas to South Florida.
What that's called?
What? Jet lag? Oh, okay. I thought jet lag was and I don't know, whatever.
I don't think I was jet lagged. I just think I was on so many planes. Well, yeah, in so many places.
But the thing is, I flew to multiple. I flew from Texas to Florida, then from Florida to Carolina to Paris, and then coming back, I flew back from Paris to Carolina, to Atlanta, then to South Florida. Then I drove with my sister from South Florida to North Florida because I wanted to see my nephew, then flew back to Texas. So it was just a lot. And then I had to go back to work the next day, which was like an idiot. I did that. I don't know why I did that. And then I ended up calling in, but yeah, it was insane.
I'm very much a vibes person. Yeah. And if my vibe on vacation that day is sitting around not doing shit, then I'm not going to go and do something. Yeah.
And see, I don't want to go on vacation with people who actually want to do stuff. I need people who are going to be on vacation just like me. That's just like, hey, you know what? We've been sitting around for 3 days. Let's just do something.
So that's the problem. Cool. You need a good mix because my ass would just sit there and not do shit and just go eat at the hotel.
Yeah, right. I don't believe
But you always got to be with one person who's like, no, we came here and we planned this and we're all getting up and I know we're drunk or I know we're hungover and we're tired, but we're going to do it anyway.
First of all, I wouldn't get hungover or drunk in another country. Absolutely
Why?
Not.
That's the best place to do it.
No.
Because you can drink less and be more drunk in another country.
No.
Science.
No. We barely have rights as black people here in this country, so not going to do that. I'm not going to test other people's prisons.
You just got to go live your life.
No.
The vibe right now is living life. Thank you.
Not in other people's prisons. That's not the way that's going to go.
I will not be locked up abroad.
Yeah, please. Oh, God. That's my worst. Oh, Jesus. Fix it.
Hallelujah.
No. All right. Let's go ahead and get on into some stuff. Adele. Go.
I'm so excited for this album.
Why?
Because oh my God, you don't like it.
Unpopular opinion.
It's not an unpopular opinion. It's a wrong opinion.
No, here's the thing.
Adele, no, she's great. That's all I have to say. No. Adele is great. Adele is great. Adele is great.
She's overrated.
She's not. She's properly rated.
No, she's not. Adele is not a singer. And no one can... let's play a game.
You're a hater.
Let's play a game. 5 people who can sing better than Adele. Go. Any race.
Can't tell you. It does not exist.
Wow. My top 5 would eat her alive.
Barry Manilow.
Yes. He could absolutely sing better than Adele.
I love Adele.
She has amazing songs. I absolutely love her songs.
Okay.
Because her albums are good. They're great content, great lyrics, great music. The voice, I can do without. So if you can Milli Vanilli her and put somebody else's voice on her songs,
who would you want to sing her songs?
Anybody but Adele.
I'm just flabbergasted.
Anybody but Adele.
I need you to give me someone to compare it to. Who would you want to sing her songs?
Jasmine Sullivan would eat her alive. Kim Burrell would eat her alive. Layla Hathaway would eat her alive. La Chardon would eat her alive. Okay.
Anyway,
shall I keep going? Kiara Sheard
I will
would
be
eat her
waiting
alive.
for the drop of the Adele album. I cannot wait. I love her.
I kind of wish Jill Scott, honestly. No. Keep Jill Scott where she is. I love her music. No. She can't. No. Because she's very neo soul and.
So you.
Yeah.
But do you listen to Adele?
I don't. I listen to the songs when they come on the radio, like the more popular ones, but I don't take time to invest in her music like that.
I love her. You're making me
only
so
because I just
sad.
don't like her voice. No, I think she's amazing music. She makes amazing music.
You don't like her
She's
voice
just not
at
a singer.
all?
No.
What's wrong with it?
It's just not a flattering voice. It's anybody can sing. Like she doesn't have anything special about her voice. It's almost like how people went crazy over Sam Smith.
That I will give you.
Yeah, she's like another Sam Smith. It's like those come a dime a dozen. You know, like I don't find anything about her voice that's like, oh my God, she's a singer. Like, you know, but I think she, again, just because I don't like her voice, she makes amazing music. She has great music.
I'm so upset.
No, you can still like her.
Can I? Thanks.
Yeah, of course.
God.
Of course.
So you will not be waiting for the album?
No.
Great.
I think she looks absolutely amazing.
Oh,
though.
she looks bomb. I also love how much she loves black people.
Yes.
Love that for her.
Especially how much she loved Beyonce. This girl won a whole album of the year. She's
smartest thing she could have ever done. She's like, it is not mine. Take it.
She did like a more professional version of what Kanye West did to Taylor Swift about Beyonce.
Truly. I hate when people lose like drastic amounts of weight and everyone's like, oh my God, they look great. But holy shit, she looks so good.
She looks amazing. But was that like surgery or stress or just really working out? Because she was going through a really bad divorce, right?
I think she was going through shit. You know, people that have just never been fit, and had money, so they get fit and have money, and they look like I think that's what it was.
I need to get money so that way I can look amazing. I mean, I already look amazing. Don't get me wrong. I'm very confident in the way I look. Thank you. Except for my skin. My skin is doing something weird right now. Anyway, but I could tone my body if I wanted to.
Ooh, y'all just wait till I have more than freaking $500 in my account. Ooh.
You're gonna be dangerous, huh?
Woo!
Oh,
watch
Lord.
out.
Good night.
Lock up your mans.
Hide your kids. Hide your wife.
Hide your kids. Hide your wife.
Yeah. But she looks amazing though. She looks absolutely amazing. So I love her personality though. Like when she did
I love everything but her voice.
Exactly.
She's a fucking singer. I hate
exactly. Her. I mean, that's just like, never mind.
Don't say it.
It's like Ashanti. I love Ashanti's music.
Oh, baby.
She's not a singer.
When you kissing me.
You know what? Actually, Carrie Hilson. If Carrie Hilson sings Adele songs, I think I would like it.
Here's the thing. More. If Carrie Hilson could have shut her mouth and just been a singer.
Yeah, that's true.
If Carrie Hilson would have just rode the wave.
And Carrie Hilson
remember Pretty Girl Rock?
Yes.
Talk about an anthem,
I put her and LaToya Luckett like on the same level. They both have beautiful voices. If
Carrie Hilson would have won anything first, period. And if she too would have given it up to Beyonce.
Listen, the Beehive came for her very strong. Like, I think she was the first victim of cancel culture. Like before it had an actual name. Because Carrie Hilson was just like, Beyonce need to go sit down and have some babies. And they was like, not on Al Gore's internet, ma'am. And her whole career has never been the same.
Dude,
never been the same.
Truly.
Maybe she's just written stuff. I mean, she is a writer and has written, a lot of
where
hits
pop
people,
artists go to die.
Listen, say anything crazy about Beyonce. Mm-hmm. Jesus. Well, that's what the money is anyway, is the writing. So
the Barbs and the Beehive, I will not mess with it.
The Barbs aren't really real because they just turned on Nicki Minaj anyway.
But the thing about the Barbs is that they're just so aggressive and so large as a force.
But they're aggressive behind keyboards.
No, exactly. That's where cancel culture is. That's what I'd be afraid of, because they're the ones who are like, we'll murder you in the streets. And like, you won't. But if I read that 900 times, I'd be kind of scared.
Nah, I got guns.
Oh my God.
And I'm licensed to carry. Open carry. So I'm good.
Licensed to kill.
But yeah, speaking of the Barbs, they actually turned on her recently, Nicki Minaj. For some.
Remember when she was Roman? Dude, the best Nicki was a Roman. Roman's revenge.
Here's the thing about Nicki Minaj. I think she's really on a downward spiral of her career, trying to save face for a lot of different things. So let's just first get the preface. So Nicki Minaj, I guess, did a song or some business, whatever, with some girl named Juicy Smouye. Juicy Smouye. And when she, I guess there was this interview that came out. The girl apparently has been not convicted, Lord Jesus, accused of blackfishing. Do you know what blackfishing is?
I've only seen the show Blackfish
from SeaWorld, right?
That's and I know what catfishing is because I love Cammie Crawford.
Oh, thought you were gonna say Neve.
No. She's the new host, Cammie
Max
Crawford.
and Neve. Wait, so the two men? I mean, Neve is no longer on there.
Max isn't on there anymore.
No, Max he been left.
He been gone, but now it's Neve and Cammie Crawford.
Oh, she's a regular. That's awesome. I thought she was just doing like
no, she in it.
I love her. She's amazing. She's beautiful.
She is so.
She's beautiful. She's absolutely beautiful
and just like
she's amazing. Yeah, but she Nicki Minaj, that is. I guess she did business with this girl named Jessie somebody. Anyway, Juicy Smouye, and the girl was accused of blackfishing, and I had to Google this because I didn't know what it was. Blackfishing is actually when a person who is not black does things to their skin to appear like they are like light-skinned African Americans. So like they, put tanning lotion and all that kind of stuff. Almost like what's her name? Rachel
Ariana Grande.
No,
Kim Kardashian.
I love her. Well, yeah, well, I mean, they're Armenian, but like Rachel Dolezal. What's her name?
Rachel Dolezal.
You
don't think that Ariana Grande tries to be black?
No. I think she just got no. You think that?
You don't think that Ariana Grande is extremely tan?
No, she looks like a white girl.
Black cadence at times.
No black girl wears a high ponytail like that.
Okay.
Like to the point of headaches. The girl probably got a brain.
I don't know that
something.
she's so much blackfishing as cultural appropriating, but I get black vibes from Ariana Grande.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Like wannabe black vibes. Like in between a Kardashian and something else.
I feel like she doesn't try to quote unquote talk urban, or she doesn't try to use slang or ebonics or African American vernacular English. I don't feel like she does anything like that, or even like wears like what they call boxer braids, even though they're fucking cornrows. Anyway, I'm saying that sarcastically, but I don't think she tries to like appropriate black culture. Not that I've seen. Maybe because I like her and I just look beyond it. I don't know.
There are times when she does things and I'm like, oh, black.
Well, that's what he said about Christina Aguilera.
Christina Aguilera. Oh,
no.
Christina Aguilera it's like Justin Timberlake. That man must be black so bad.
Very true.
No, but the Kardashians tried and true. And the one who does it the worstest is Khloe.
Oh, yeah, definitely. She definitely wants to be black. Well, technically she is. Her dad is O.J. Simpson.
She's halfway there. So it's not even blackfish.
Her dad's O.J.
Simpson.
She's
like 16% black.
The melanin keeps seeping out of her and she keeps trying to suppress it. It's like, no, yeah.
So blackfishing is when a completely non-black, like how non-black?
58%. I'm kidding.
Shut the fuck up. Am I blackfishing?
You're 23 and me.
Shut the fuck up.
I think blonde hair, blue eyes, and you trying to like dye your hair
like
black.
Like truly Rachel Dolezal.
Yes, absolutely. Trying to infiltrate the African American community. First of all, she was a gangster for doing that. It was hilarious. Anyway, I still find
what
that
do
funny.
you think like our plural black ancestors would say if they knew there were white people who were pretending to be black for clout?
Well, I think there were I think they would honestly hate it, but at the same time understand it, because even back in enslaved days, there were a lot of black people who passed as white. So they did the same thing.
But that's like, white people
you do it to survive though.
White people are the majority, the prominent and powerful race, right? So it would make sense to go that way. But like, it just is more, I don't know, in broad culture and history, who the fuck pretends to be black?
A lot of people. And the reason why is because when you have no culture, you have nothing else but to just take from other people.
Mayonnaise is white culture.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody who
casseroles are white culture.
I do fuck with a string bean casserole.
Yo, have you had a tater tot casserole?
Yes, in college at FAMU. I hated y'all for that bullshit. It was disgusting.
Here's the thing.
But I've had the real thing by a white person, and it was actually really good. Yes.
Do you fuck with tuna casserole?
Yes.
Me too.
Shepherd's pie. I mean, that's not a casserole, but it's really technically a casserole.
Listen, I hate my food touching, but throw all that shit in a fucking casserole dish and bake it. Absolutely. Put some cheese on the top. I'm gonna eat it.
Yeah. My one of my I call her my sister. She's like a big sister to me, Jamise. She makes the best shepherd's pie ever. Shouts out to Jamise. Oh my God. I used to just be like, hey Jamise, I'm studying in the library. Can you make me some shepherd's pie? She makes the best shepherd's pie ever. Shouts out to Jamise.
And that's on white culture.
Well, she's black, so.
That's on black people appropriating white culture.
Very true.
How do you like it?
You ever see that guy on TikTok and he's just like, he plays this one sound where he's like, oh, they say white people don't have no culture. Then he shows like, saltine crackers on top of macaroni and cheese or ham and the macaroni and cheese. He's just like, oh, okay. Pipe down, bitch. Pipe down. It's so funny. But yeah, so apparently the girl was accused of blackfishing, and the reason why the Barbs are so upset is because Nicki Minaj, I guess, took up for her and is like standing beside her, like, that's my girl. I'm gonna stick beside her. And it's just like, if the black, community is saying that this person is appropriating and blackfishing, I think you just need to shush.
So here's my question, because I think about it often because I'm preparing for when I'm going to be famous.
As you should.
If you were famous, right? Mm-hmm. And what is the line between like when shit goes south? When would you speak up and when would you be like, we're cool and all, but looks like you're fighting a battle over there on the internet, and I'm gonna stay on my page and not say shit?
I would do that for every situation. So, Monica, we heard that you went to lunch with Bill Cosby. What happened?
Mm-hmm. See, and
what happened was I went to lunch.
I think that's appropriate, right? If you're like a famous person, I don't think your friends should be. Remember when the whole Meek Mill Drake shit happened because Drake didn't support his album?
Right.
Like, I just feel as a famous person, like, I'm not famous, so I can be like, as a famous person. As a famous person, you shouldn't be upset when other famous people don't speak on your shit, because that's their whole fucking livelihood. Yeah. That's their career. Yeah.
I don't think that there should be an expectation for you to take up for somebody unless it's something like really egregiously, super crazy or whatever. But I think,
or it has to do with you.
Yeah, because the thing is, when you're on that particular level, you have to be very careful with what you say, because it will affect your livelihood and it will affect your money and future opportunities. So sometimes it's just best to just shut the fuck up.
Because I've always thought, like, there's a lot of people who come out when other people are in trouble or have controversy, right? And there's some people that stay silent. And I just think it should be okay for people to stay silent no matter how close you are. I don't think it should be like, it should cause an issue. I think it does a lot of the time.
Oh, yeah, because it's just like, well, you didn't stick up for me. You didn't tell me what kind of person. Look at what happened with, what's his name? Sharon Osbourne. Sharon Osbourne took up for Piers Morgan. What the fuck?
Piers Morgan.
Piers Morgan. And she was just like, he's not a racist and he's da-da-da-da-da. And now you got fired. That's a perfect example of shut the fuck up. Here's the thing. Harvey Weinstein and Oprah and Gayle, all friends, right? Allegedly. I'm just saying allegedly for the podcast. This man got accused of all this stuff, convicted, in jail, blah, blah, blah.
And what did Oprah do?
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. It's the best defense.
She's a billionaire.
It's the best offense.
She's even when all that stuff happened with Beyonce, Solange, and Jay-Z in an elevator. Ain't nobody asked Beyonce about that. Beyonce ain't put no press release out. She didn't say nothing. She made a song a few years later.
Of course, sometimes shit go down when there's $1 billion on the elevator.
And she talked about it like 20 years later. So I'm gonna just leave y'all to speculate.
That's what I'm saying.
I think when you're famous, you should know that that's a part of the gist of things, of friendships. But I mean, in personal, like I've had a situation that happened like that before. Actually, pretty recently, where recently within like the last 6 months, there was a situation where a particular person asked me if another person that I was mutual friends with was taking them out of a particular situation, right? I'm trying to not say too much because the people who this is about, they listen to the podcast. Anyway, so this person was like, hey, Monica, just be honest with me. Like, did this particular person do X, Y, and Z? And I'm like, no, that's not their character. Like, they would never do anything. And also, too, I would come to you if they did. Or first of all, I would check that person right then and there if they tried to do anything to alienate you in any kind of way, professionally, personally, whatever the case may be. Yeah. Because if I rock with you, I rock with you regardless. Like, you know, exactly. And so because they came out of their face to me, now you cut off. Because I'm not gonna explain. I'm grown.
Yeah.
And if I tell you something, you just gonna have to believe it. And if you don't believe it, you don't believe it. It's okay.
I feel like it's the same shit at the hospital. Like, you know, when a patient complains to you about another therapist, they're like, well, I had this therapist and they did this, and that, and da-da-da-da-da. You can't be like, yeah, I fucking hate them too, actually. They annoy the whole office. I can't stand them. And I did that all the time. They ate my cheese stick from the icebox one time. Did you really do that?
I sure did.
Well, me, the professional that I am, you have to be like, well, ma'am, I'm sure they didn't mean to do that. We're all here trying to be helpful to you.
That's because you're a new grad.
You were just like, yeah, fuck them.
Yeah, in the beginning, I would be like, I'm so sorry you went through that experience, but, you know, they really are a piece of shit therapist. And I mean, I don't know why they're working here either, but, you know, let's just get through therapy.
They've killed multiple people. I'm just glad you survived.
And I just be like, you know what? We get a lot of complaints about that person. Well, why are they still working here? You know what you should do? You should write a complaint. Here's the person you need to go to.
Dude, I've been having to catch myself because I call one of the PTs the angel of death in the ICU. And I said it out loud the other day.
What do you call that? Oh, yes.
The one who killed my patient.
That's very true.
Here's the thing. PT, OT, whatever you are, we're all different. We all have our specialties. We're all good at some things and not good at the other, whatever. I don't care. You can do you and I'm gonna do me. When you fuck with my patient, that's it. No cap.
Yeah. They killed that was my patient too that they killed.
On God. No drama. Yeah, no. If you kill my patient, you're done to me. I fucking hate you. Absolutely. I will forever spit on your name because
especially if it could have been
I have now put my energy, poured my heart and soul in someone and you've shat on it. So we're done. And I said that out loud, like in front of nurses and stuff. And I was like, oh. They're like, who is that? And I was like, oh.
Some people I'll just
let me be professional.
No, some people I'll just be like, you see that person now? Don't let them touch your patient. They're gonna kill him. Don't do it. I'll tell doctors too. So so and so. Don't do it.
That's a no for me, dog.
That's a no. Don't do it.
They're probably saying that about me. They're like, OT.
I mean, you have had a lot of near deaths. I'm kidding.
One time I've had one code called on me.
Really?
One code called.
Would you like to replay
while
the tape?
I was actively working with the patient? One code called.
I could think
while
of
I was
quite
in the room. While I was in the room, one code. Hey, you know what I did today? You'd be very proud. I did LVAD training.
Whoa! High five!
I taught someone how to use the LVAD.
You taught what?
Which
did the machine beep?
It did. Which is a big deal for me, everyone, because the LVAD so left ventricular assisted device. When your heart ain't hearting like it should, sometimes they stick a machine in it. They're like, we're going home with this. And it can't lose power ever. So you're either plugged into the wall or you have to be plugged into a battery pack. And when you switch it over to a battery pack, it's like diffusing a bomb. But my anxiety is always through the roof doing it. And like, it's truly, you're in an ICU. B, they're still hooked up to at least one power source when you're switching them over. Nothing is gonna fucking happen. But I'm just like, So it could. Shut up. Stop that.
Remember that my one patient who coded before he got his LVAD and caused all this crap and I had to throw him in the bed, lift him up and throw him in the bed. I walk in his room one day and his LVAD, like the computer is off.
The monitor?
The monitor is just
off. That's been happening to the LVADs.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but they just had a recall on some of the LVADs, but the whole monitor was off and I went in there to just harass him and his wife and just like talk crap. I was like, hey, why is your screen off? No.
Oh.
The other one.
That's good.
The one that we had to run down the hallway because he coded in front of his wife. Anyway, so yeah, his whole thing was off. And I was just like, why is your screen off? And he was like, he was not on battery. And I was like, shit. So me and his wife just had to hurry up and like disconnect him and put him on battery. And I'm just surprised that his pump didn't go off. It was really weird. So they had to take the thing to biomed or whatever. But it was weird. But
anyway, I'm bad at the LVAD, switching it over because I get anxious and I get frustrated when I can't get it. But I'm now good enough to teach my patient how to do it and be calm enough in that situation.
That is awesome.
Yeah. I've really made some strides without you. Yeah, I've had to step up since someone left me in the ICU by myself.
Very true. She's be sitting there, Monica. I'm like, if you freak out, your patient's gonna freak out. Just match up the moon crescents, opposite moon crescent, and plug it in.
You would have thought I was just like
diffusing a bomb.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah. So I don't even know how we got on that subject. But yeah, the Barbs are pissed at Nicki, to say the least.
All that to say. Barbs are pissed at Nicki.
Yeah.
But also, I never thought the Barbs would come for her. They through thick and thin, they've been with that woman.
But I think it's because her husband.
Dude, they do not fuck with Kevin Petty.
Yeah.
Is it Kevin?
I don't know.
Mr. Petty? I don't know where I got Kevin from.
I don't follow Nicki like that. But I think too, like, I think it's kind of like, unfortunately, serendipity to a degree, because she allegedly talked a lot of crap about Cardi B when she first got pregnant from Offset, even though they were married. And, kind of like very judgmental. And then now the tables are turned where, yes, you're living this happy life, but your husband has this horrible past. Not only that, the past is actually present right now. So
here's the thing. Is her husband maybe allegedly accused of being a pedophile?
I think he was charged.
Is that baby one of the cutest little Michelin men things I've ever seen in my entire life? Yes.
That don't erase the assault, allegedly.
It doesn't, but like, do evil people make cute babies? Is that what it is?
I mean, I think everybody makes cute babies. No, that's not a lie.
No, that is a lie.
I was trying to be, politically correct.
I was talking to a nurse today. She showed me a picture of her baby, and I was like, it is so nice to be able to tell you your baby's cute and not have to lie.
Oh my God. Their shoes.
Baby shoes?
Look at their bow. That's how you know your baby's ugly.
Yeah. Oh my God, that outfit.
But honestly, I think most babies, and this is coming from a person who used to work in postpartum labor and delivery, And I used to deal with a lot of babies. Babies are aliens when they first come out.
Dude,
they're ugly as hell.
Until they get a couple pounds on them.
Yeah. Like give them like a couple weeks or maybe even a month. The way they look when they first come out, their head, especially too, like if they're a vaginal birth, they got cone heads. They look a hot ass ugly mess. They look like old men.
Yep.
And then once they get some age on them, then they start looking cute.
One of the Codas, her baby's in the NICU, and she signed a release for Halloween because some of them make costumes. They'll put on the baby. They'll take pictures and shit.
Oh, that's so cute.
And she was like, oh, yeah. We were like, oh, yeah, maybe he'll end up on his Facebook page. And they were like, oh, yeah, is your baby cute?
You just said that name. I can bluff it out,
yeah. Maybe he'll end up on the hospital's Facebook page. Oh, is he cute enough? And I was like, he's another pound on him. Let him grow a little more.
Yeah, babies definitely look like aliens when they first come out. And then they're so cute. But they smell like baby, Johnson & Johnson lotion. So, yeah.
That's good.
All right, anyway, what's going on? Speaking of, well, I can't even pick it back off that. Gabby Petito. You were telling me something where you didn't tell me about Gabby Petito. What happened?
They found out that her cause of death was strangulation. Gabby Petito, the young influence. And my thing is, was she truly an influencer, or did she just have a Facebook or an Instagram following, so we're calling her an influencer?
I think she was a YouTuber.
A YouTuber?
For van life. I had never seen her. Because, I mean, I love van life. I know most of the famous van lifers.
I just feel like they're like, oh, she's an influencer. Like, was she truly? I have never been influenced by her. So.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. No, honestly, she seems like a lovely gal. I'm just saying, I don't think we should call people influencers unless they have, like, over 200,000 Instagram followers.
I think you need at least 1 million.
I would have to double check on that. I would have to run the numbers, and she seems like a very sweet girl. I just think we should call her what she was.
Yeah, you need a blue check, though.
Gen Z on the internet. Anyway, supposedly she didn't supposedly go. She went missing. They couldn't find her. They were questioning the boyfriend, fiance, husband, whatever the hell he was. I think it's a boyfriend. He went missing. All this weird shit's happening. Of course, they're from Florida. Typical.
They're not from Florida.
They finally disclosed the
cause of
death, which was strangulation, but that she had died like 3 weeks before they found her.
That boy. Listen, when you're a van lifer, there's a lot of places to hide people, especially in those national parks.
Why do you know that?
Because I follow van life. I love van life.
And they just talk about places to hide bodies?
Well, if you go on a lot of these national parks, national parks are huge. You'll never find people.
Dude, I was...
Are you stroking? Oh, God.
My God. I was watching a TikTok, as we do, and it was just about they don't know who's living in these parks. They don't know who dies in this park. They know nothing about the parks because they're just so...
They're huge.
They're huge. They're dense. And that's why I don't go camping.
There's a lot of rabbit holes to fall down, literal holes to fall down.
My other thing, if I was going to go hiking with someone and I wanted to kill them, I would just push them and make it look like they fell.
Exactly.
So why... Let's be better.
Well, it was a crime of passion. I mean, it seemed like, I don't know. But did you hear the conspiracy, though? There's this conspiracy that's going on that's saying that they, and this is one video, so it's not a whole big crazy conspiracy on TikTok.
It will be now.
Exactly.
We'll start it here.
There was this guy that flew a drone over the guy's...
the garden!
Yes.
Yes.
So there was a clip of this guy had a drone, and he flew it over the parents' house of the guy who's the boyfriend who's a suspect in the crime. And so they said that it appears as if a hand is coming out of the garden, like there's like a safe house or something up underneath the garden, because as soon as the parents saw the drone, they ended up just like going right back in the house, and she put something right back where it was or whatever. So there's like some conspiracy that the parents are helping him.
I think he hopped a boat.
He probably did, and his parents helped him though.
Yeah, no, I think he's out of here.
And then Dog the Bounty Hunter, old stupid ass.
Dog.
He's like, I'm gonna find him. Shut your ass up. You're just trying to redeem yourself from calling people niggas.
Family came out and was like, he is not assisting with the FBI. This is all just a publicity.
Listen, ever since Beth left, Beth died. She didn't leave.
She left the earth.
She definitely did. R.I.P. He ain't been right because he already remarried somebody. So he crazy. He's lost it. That was the love of his life, and he's lost it.
First of all, God bless Gabby Petito. No one should die that young. No one should be murdered that young by someone you love. Are you kidding?
Well, that's just like
allegedly.
Jelani Day though. Was the
Is
black...
it true that his body was found without organs? True or false?
Well, I don't know because there's conflicting stories. So Jelani Day again is another unfortunate young person who was went missing and had very little news coverage because he's a black man. Anyway, so Jelani Day, who's another African-American young man who went missing before Gabby Petito did, but got very little to none no news coverage until, of course, Al Sharpton and the holy grail of the black community with regard to, ambulance chases, whatever. Anyway, in the news recently, there was some conflicting story about the fact that he was found with like no organs and like his jaw was like pretty much cut off and stuff like that. But then his mom released a statement that said that that those claims were not true, that yes, that there were no organs missing, but his body was dismembered. Yeah. What the fuck? I don't know. That's just really weird. That's just, y'all be safe out there, please.
So like,
sweet Jesus.
I like serial killer shit. Love true crime. Love that shit. I've watched a lot of things. I've read a lot of things, but there is something, how they say like, technically you could bite, like you can bite through your pinky, right? With your teeth. It's not like strong, but your body tells you to stop. Yeah. It's that kind of shit where dismembering bodies gets me because I'm like, your natural inclination is to stop sawing through bone. You would think. And people who do this kind of shit don't have it. And that is psycho to me.
And they could be your next door neighbor. They could be a nurse at the hospital. They could be a doctor. Crazy. They could be a lawyer. Anything.
Yo, so interesting, but so fucked up.
Mental health is important.
Truly. I just want to talk to someone who's ever had a fantasy about dismembering someone.
I don't think you should maybe have that conversation with them because then you might be their next fantasy.
I'd be onto them though.
Maybe someone in jail, yes, or prison who has done it.
We just keep talking about how I need to be a prison OT.
You do.
I do. Y'all would like that. I'll take you with me.
I mean, they make good money. I mean, I don't know, allegedly OTs, but I'm just saying there's good money in prisons. Like, I mean, the CEOs will tell you that.
For-profit prisons?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure there's money in for-profit.
If you're a contractor, yeah, you make a lot of money. You make good money.
Wow. I would love to interview a serial killer.
I don't need that kind of darkness in my life.
Yeah.
I just don't know. That's weird. I don't want to know why your brain, because here's the thing. I really feel like this, and I think, okay, for me, I feel like there are certain parts of your brain that you should not explore. Because I think all of us have a little serial killer in us at some point in time if you get us mad enough. And I think asking those questions unlocks those serial killer doors. I don't need those doors opened. I need them to stay closed and locked.
I think it's one of those things where like you think about it all the time. Like for most people, right? There's some people that like think about it, fantasize about it, dip their toe, make it a reality. Exactly. I think for the most part, it's people that fantasize about it. There's something that happens. It's like a split second. It's a trigger and like the person ends up dead. And then after that, you're committed. Yeah. You have to hide the body or you have to do this and that, whatever. Yeah. So I think like everyone has that in them where like if we did something that caused someone immediately to die, there's a flash where you're either like, I'm taking care of this and I'm gonna hide it, or you're like, well shit,
because just done. Like you said, your body tells you to stop, but your body also tells you to survive. Yeah. And so that's why you have that fight or flight response, because you're just like, shit, what's like in the moment, yes, this was horrible, I don't remember doing it, but then as soon as you come to, your body's like, bitch, you got to do everything you can to survive.
Because my immediate thought of like, could I be a serial killer is so much energy that would take. You've
actually asked yourself that question?
No, like, do I have what it takes to become?
No, you talk to too many people, you'd be like, guess what I did?
No, yeah, I like can't keep my mouth shut for shit, but also that seems like so much energy to expend.
You just take your 5 minutes.
That's true. Did you ever watch that movie or the show The Night Of?
No.
So good. It's on HBO. You should watch it. But basically,
I don't have HBO. Stop calling out my proclivities.
Watch your profanity. This guy meets this girl. They hang out. She gives him drugs. They have a good night. They go her apartment, hook up. He wakes up. She's covered in blood, stabbed, dead. He freaks out and starts like getting his clothes, running out of the apartment. He sees the drugs. He like gets the drugs, hides them, like takes the knife, like all of these things. And you're like, he didn't do it. Why is he doing that? It's just like that split second of you're like, shit. I know what happens. I know what this looks like. I know it's going to be bad for me.
Yeah. That's definitely your body's like, it's like trying to drown yourself in a tub. You'll never be able to do that. You can't drown yourself because your body's going to force you to fight.
Yeah.
That's why every time like Meredith would try to like drown herself in the fucking tub, I always knew I was like, it's fake. Your body's not gonna let you drown.
It wasn't the fact that the show's called Grey's Anatomy and her name is Meredith
Very
Grey,
true.
and that without her there wouldn't be a show.
Yeah. Well, she almost about to fuck up because she released. Did you hear that thing about how her and Denzel Washington apparently got into it on set?
Yeah, I didn't even know he was. I didn't know he had anything to do with that show.
Well, I mean, they bring in guest directors all the time because even Debbie Allen, even though she's a cast member on the show now, she directs a lot of the stuff.
But that makes sense to me because she's on the show.
Even a lot, some of them have directed because even
Does
Bailey,
it Meredith direct?
Meredith has directed. Bailey, Chandra Wilson, she has directed as well too. So a lot of them kind of dip and dab and all that kind of stuff. Because that's
and
what
they
the
just
money
said, "Fuck it, we're gonna bring in Denzel."
Yeah, he's a great director though.
I love that man.
Yeah,
I love his son too.
Yeah. John David. Amazing. So yeah, also too in the news off serial killers and stuff. Of course we got to keep talking about it because we're healthcare professionals. COVID. I know y'all tired of hearing about it. We're tired of talking about it. Anyway, vaccine updates.
But here we go.
Here we go. So did you hear about Kyrie Irving, the NBA player?
Oh, did I hear about Kyrie Irving?
So Kyrie Irving is
no vaccine Irving?
Yes, he is a NBA player. Does he play for Cleveland Cavaliers? Or is he with the Lakers?
For a long time.
He's with somebody. I know him and LeBron played together at the Cavaliers because he was pissed at LeBron for leaving.
LeBron James?
Wasn't there some alleged stuff? Anyway, I'm not even going to bring up that messy stuff. That's stupid.
He played for the Celtics for a long time too. He plays for the Nets now.
The Nets. Okay. So, you know how the NBA and the NFL and all that kind of stuff, they're making people get, or they're mandating vaccines, as a lot of industries are. Education, healthcare, blah, 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 right? Well, Kyrie Irving is not getting the vaccine. And there were some rules and stipulations that were saying that, if you don't get the vaccine, you're going to have to be tested every day and all these kind of crazy, weird things, whatever. And so, of course, he's like, well, this is my right. This is my body. I'm going to do what I want to do. And you're not going to dictate that just because I am an NBA player. And now they're telling him that he can't even practice as a part of the team if he is not vaccinated. And people are calling, like Stephen A. Smith was calling him selfish and all this other kind of stuff. And I'm just like, y'all realize y'all already paid him his money because NBA money is guaranteed whether you play or not. So I mean, I see it from both sides.
Me too. He definitely has the right to not get vaccinated.
Absolutely. Absolutely,
they definitely have the right to be like, you are a health risk to our millions of dollars.
Absolutely.
And we will not have your ass on this court where you can infect everyone, and we will be back in the bubble where we started this season.
Absolutely.
Make him wear a mask while he's playing.
Oh, he's gonna die. He's gonna die. Please don't kill that man. I think that's, I mean, I understand where he's coming from, but I understand from a business standpoint as well too. And like I was having this conversation with one of the nurse practitioners that I used to work with actually yesterday. And we were just talking about how the fear that comes along with change and new things being implemented. And again, a lot of us, the boomers, Gen X, Gen Z, millennials, we have not been alive when they were making vaccines to be mandated. Like I remember when they first made the HPV vaccine.
Oh, I got that shit and it was awful. Did you get that?
Hell no.
Yeah, same.
No, because I was already like older at that point, I think.
I was in high school and they were like, you need this shit. And I got it and it fucked up my body.
Yeah, no, I was already in college, I think, by the time they came out with it. But
which is weird because when they had a COVID vaccine, I was like, shoot me up.
Very true.
You think that I would have learned?
It's because you got the $5 gift card. That's why
they said, we will give you $5 and you can travel. And
you're
I was like, oh, sold. I would do it for free.
Here's which one? Left or right? Left or right arm? But yeah, we haven't been alive in a time where a vaccine that is now mandated has been in effect. Like the last vaccine, I think that maybe some people may remember is the polio vaccine. Like where it was widespread. Yeah. Ew, just spit. Good
Dude,
God.
when people's past medical history says polio, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
One of my great aunts, that shit.
One of my great aunts, she had, they say, I don't know if she really had polio or not. My mom said she did, but I don't know. One of my teachers actually had polio. She's passed away now. Her name was Betty Linway. Betty Ann Linway. She was the oldest person. This is a true story. She was the oldest person at Florida State University to earn a PhD. This lady earned her PhD at 75 years old.
Damn.
75. And she was my teacher.
I can't even do it at 25.
She was first of all, they treated her black people. Sweet Lamb of God. I'm going to tell you what they did. I fucking hate us sometimes, but it's hilarious. So I'm in this lady's class. I can't remember what class she was teaching, but it was at FAMU. she's teaching this class, and she's like, y'all, I don't usually like for y'all to have y'all cell phones on because, you know, it causes distractions, blah, blah, blah. But my husband is home. He's ill. So I'm going to keep my cell phone on. So if my phone rings, I have to answer. We're all like, okay, fine, you know. And, you know, back in the day, like teachers, professors would put their cell phone numbers, not their office number, on the syllabus. So she's like going through the syllabus. Okay, blah, blah, blah. One of my classmates decides to start playing on this lady's phone. He starts calling her phone from a block number and interrupting her fucking lecture. I'm not gonna say his name because I remember who did it. He literally kept calling this lady's fucking phone. And so she's like, you know, she super short lady. She was maybe like 4'10", 4'11", with like carrot hair, you know, like carrot orange hair. And she would just walk around, hold on one second. Hello? They're not saying anything. And the whole class just like uproared into this hilarious thunder of laugh. It was insane. But he literally called her number like 7 times. And she was like, I don't know what's going on, but we need to go ahead and end class early. And he was like, yes. I was like, you horrible ass fucking person. But anyway, yes. So polio, she had polio. She was
anyway, back to where we started. Polio.
So she was a survivor of polio. And she always talked about that. And she walked with a limp. I mean, all her children had like doctorate degrees. And so I think she had like 5 or 6 kids, and they all were like some kind of doctor in some kind of sector or whatever. But yeah, I think that's the biggest issue that we have in this country is that, again, we haven't been alive in a time where vaccines have been mandated. Yes, they've been mandated to go to school, but you were not alive from those
vaccines.
Exactly. And you weren't alive when they first started putting them out. Because I'm quite sure there was probably the same type of resistance back in the day when they came out with measles, mumps, rubella.
My thing is, as evil as the government is, you know what they need? Mass consumption.
Yeah.
Boosting the economy, people to buy shit and sell shit and have babies.
Yeah.
So like,
it's all about the money. That's all.
We can't all just fucking up and die. There will be no economy.
Yeah. Because the God honest truth is somebody has to work at McDonald's. Somebody has to be EVS. Somebody has to be the pilot. Somebody has to be the CEO. Like all of those areas are needed, no matter if you're at the top of the pyramid or at the bottom of the pyramid, supposedly. Because there's a lot of people who are at the top who think they're at the top, but they're really at the bottom. EVS workers are definitely at the top. Let's be clear.
I would do a lot. Listen.
People take EVS workers for granted. Let them miss one day at work. Let every EVS worker miss one day at work. I guarantee you'll figure out how important they really are. Anywho, and that's in any sector. I don't care where you at. So he's refusing to get the vaccine.
Sanitation engineers. That's what I like to call them.
Sanitation engineer. Absolutely. They're very important people. They're vital people. Everybody keep talking about the healthcare heroes are the doctors and the nurses. No. Fuck y'all. EVS. Okay. Run your hospital during COVID without EVS.
You can't.
See how far you go.
He's just not going to play.
I don't know. I don't know if they're going to let him.
He'll be pressured to get it?
I don't think he's going to do it. I think now that
that's such a big thing,
he's not going to do it. Yeah, he's not. But you've already paid him the money. He don't have to play another game a day in his life. Like he legit doesn't have to. I think didn't they give him like $20 million or some shit?
I don't know.
Even if they gave him 5, you ain't never got to work again in a day of your life. You just wasted money.
Invest.
NBA. Hey, flip it. Marshawn Lynch did the same thing.
Well, now he can just be a spokesperson for all the anti-vaxxers.
But I don't think we should call people anti-vaxxers though. And I think that's the dangerous rhetoric that happens is that people keep saying... If you don't want a vaccine
and you're against a vaccine, doesn't that make you an anti-vaxxer?
No, it doesn't make... Because there's a negative stigma that comes along with calling somebody anti-whatever. Mm-hmm. Like, just because they, you can call them pro-choice. I'm kidding. Don't eat me up in the comments. I'm just joking. Come on, lighten up. Ooh. No, but you can definitely call them pro-choice.
That's why people without COVID vaccines and women who want abortions are exactly the same.
But the thing is too, basketball is not important. Is what I'm saying. No. In the grand scheme of things, who the fuck cares?
He's
if this
just
man
a high-profile person who's taking a stand. Remember that time they all took a knee
and still played the game? What was the fucking point? Here's what I want you to do. Walk off the field. You're going to be like, I'm going to sit here and just not do anything. No, walk off. You already got paid. Walk the fuck off. Mm-hmm. Like the WNBA did when they refused to play.
Yep.
See, women always got to do everything. God damn. That's why I love the WNBA. Anyway.
That's why you love the WNBA.
Well, my sister used to play basketball too. I tried to play at one point, but I ain't got no hoops, whatever you call. Anyway.
I just don't have endurance.
I mean, I'm out of shape. I could be a good sitter.
I'm wheezy. You know I'm wheezy.
I could be like Shaq. You ain't gonna get past me. I'm gonna use my butt, hips, everything. You're not gonna get past me. But I'm just gonna stand. I'm not gonna run back and forth. I'm gonna wait for y'all to get back down here again. Anyway, but yeah, so they already paid the money. You're wasting money. Anyway, also to the news, Netflix. Remember we talked about Netflix and Dave Chappelle last week about how we felt like maybe they would try to pull it, or the Black Coalition was calling for Netflix to pull Dave Chappelle's new stand-up special that came out called The Closer.
Not The Closer.
Isn't it weird how that's the same? I mean, spelled the same.
Closer.
Exactly. This is why English is a hard language to learn, people say.
I mean,
it's not hard for me because that was my first language, so it's not difficult. But yeah, so Netflix, their co-CEO is doubling down and is standing beside Dave Chappelle, and they are saying that they are not pulling his special.
The CEO said, listen, I ran the numbers.
Didn't they pay him $100 million?
I can guarantee you that man makes so much money for Netflix.
And that was his last one. So whether y'all pull it or not, Dave already got paid. He got paid.
You will not be hurting this man.
No.
By pulling that special.
Yeah. Not at all.
But I did hear that trans people and allies who work for Netflix.
You just love to get naked on camera, don't you? Jesus.
Are going to walk out of Netflix. But I want to know statistically, numbers-wise, how many trans... Yeah. Well, I guess it can't be like, here are how many trans people work in Netflix. Because that's against some kind of... It's got to be against something.
I mean, I think
you don't have to disclose that information. You don't have to disclose that.
But they probably do ask, and maybe they have a section that says, I choose not to identify.
Maybe they got like a Facebook group going.
Could be.
Yeah. And they're still going to walk out.
I mean,
I wonder how many trans people work at Netflix.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that if you're gonna walk out for, not saying that you don't have the right to. Obviously, you have the right to do whatever you want to do, but I think it goes back to the whole thing about Walmart or Chick-fil-A, they're supporting anti-gay stuff. Yeah, and y'all are still lining up to get them damn cow calendars and shit, and you're still getting your waffle fries,
dressing up like cows to get free fucking chicken. My thing is, this is one stand-up special that has controversial statements,
but is it
allegedly right about trans people? But Netflix also has a bunch of positive things about trans people.
They do.
It's not like this anti-trans agenda Netflix has.
Right.
I don't know. I feel like, remember that time I don't know.
What are you gonna say?
That we have freedom of speech, but then I sounded super we have freedom of speech. Here's the thing. Everyone can say whatever they want to say. You're allowed to tune in or tune out. Yeah. Or whatever you want to do.
Because even if the shoe was on the other foot and you had a white, comedian who was coming out saying nigga, 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 and saying every kind of racial slur that he could possibly say. First of all, I don't pay for Netflix. I use my best friends. That's all I'm saying. But at the same time,
no dog in this fight.
Exactly. So, but at the same time, even if there was a white person doing that and using racially charged slurs against black people, wouldn't pull that. Even if they decided not to pull it, that would not keep me from watching Netflix. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, you can't. It can't keep you from watching Netflix. There's so much good shit on Netflix,
and that's what the CEO was saying.
It's just like Chick-fil-A. I can't stop eating it.
Did I tell you about how I went to Chick-fil-A this week and they gave me 9 Polynesian sauces?
Yes, you did.
9 Polynesians. Thank you for the sauce, because McDonald's don't give you nothing. I don't even eat at McDonald's, but I know from past experiences, McDonald's be stingy with their packets. Thank you, Chick-fil-A, for the sauce, but it was too much.
McDonald's will be like 2 ketchups for your 18 nuggets.
I literally bought 1 large fry. They gave me 9 Polynesians. I was like, y'all are gonna need this.
And that's why they could literally call me the N-word to my face, and I'd be like, "Can I have my nuggets, please?
Give me my nigga nuggets." That's what Miss Pat said. Miss Pat said her mom used to eat cook chicken ass and cut it up and then call them Negro nuggets.
People are gonna do what they're gonna do. It's a big company.
It is, and you're not gonna stop watching Netflix. And even if you do, in the grand scheme of things, we love to say all day, I don't eat Papa John's because he called black people the N-word, or Paula Deen did this.
Literally, I'm a rewards member at Papa John's.
Exactly, I love Papa John's. But at the same time, if it's not in drove numbers, you're not gonna make a positive effect. Just like even they're talking about, stop buying Gucci because Gucci is doing this and doing that. You have to have huge numbers to really make an impact. And unfortunately, in this day and age, unity is not on our side. as any group of people. I don't care who you are. The only time we will come together is if you're coming up against somebody, if it's something negative. Like, look at all the stuff that happens when Black unity happens, LGBTQ plus unity happens. It always happens as a result of something negative going on. Other than, like, you know, Pride Month and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, Black History Month, Juneteenth, blah, blah, blah. I
don't think he's spewing this hateful rhetoric.
I don't think he is either.
And but
I'm also not trans.
I am also not trans, but I just think that even if someone was like, I hate 30-year-old occupational physical therapist in the hospital, here's all the shitty stuff about them, I would just tune the fuck out. Yeah. I would just not watch it.
I think we're so hypersensitive as a society, and I think we are just so overhyped. Like, we feel like we need to get our point across to whomever. And it's like, but you don't. Like, you legit don't. Like, for example, there was on our TikTok, somebody commented on the clip that we posted about cuffing season, about the 5 questions that I asked guys before dating them. And one of the guys said that one of the people they commented, they said, well, your question 1, 2, and 3 makes sense. And number 5, but question number 4, he added another question in there. He was like, well, why would you ask people if they, you know, what's the purpose of you asking if you've had sexual contact with a member of the same sex? And I'm just like, okay, so in your own personal life, you chose to now come on a person's clip that you have no clue who they are, because I could be bisexual.
Do you know what I mean? Do you comment on random things on Instagram, Facebook? Neither do I. I've never had that tendency, and I don't understand why people do it, but I guess that they just feel like, because I love when people interact with our shit, right? Yeah. But I don't interact at that level with other people's thing. I don't know. No,
I'm like a creepy peeping Tom. I will follow you and I'll never like or I'll never share, but I'm just like, I'm a faithful watcher. So you'll get the view from me, but I'm not going to sit here and comment on your post. I don't know you. And if I do comment, it must be something that I really just like, and it's always something super positive. I'm never going to take the time out of my day to comment negatively on your stuff. Because first of all, I'm busy. Just keep
scrolling.
I'm busy though. I got shit to do. Like, I got a full-time job. I have businesses that I'm trying to run, or, you know, I'm trying to build an empire over here and trying to find a way to quit my 9 to 5 so I don't have to do that shit no more. But I just don't understand why people in their brains feel like someone needs to hear your opinion. Now, you can say the same thing, for our podcast. Nobody asked us for our fucking opinion about shit, but we're just like, we want to get it out right now.
Real G's move in silence like lasagna. I'm not a real G.
Whose rap did you steal that from?
You don't know who says that?
No.
Real G's move in silence like lasagna. Oh my God, are you kidding me?
No, I'm dead serious. It's probably somebody I don't even know. Who says that? Drake?
Wayne Carter?
No. What song was that? You don't even know the song. You don't even know the song. So you gotta act serious.
Is it a Millie? What the fuck song is it? Oh, geez, one time I was on ya. Please don't do this to me.
And I've listened to all of the Carters, so, and his mixtape. What was that mixtape called?
No Ceilings.
No Ceilings,
motherfucker. Remember that?
That's probably my best Wayne album. I love that, and it's not even the whole album, but that's a great mixtape.
That was so good.
That's amazing. I was like, you should have made that the Carter 4 or 5 or however many of them damn things he got.
Cut this part out. Yeah. I'm searching. You always say that and you don't.
No, I did last time. It just depends on if we say something funny, then I want people to see
6 foot, 7 foot.
6 foot, 7 foot, 6 foot.
Excuse my charisma. Vodka with a spritzer. No? Swag it down, Pat. Call that shit Patricia.
I know the song, but I just didn't pay attention to that particular line of the silent G in lasagna because it's pointless.
Look, I'm right behind you. Bitch, real G's moving silence like lasagna.
We know what you do on your days off. Anyway,
all that to say, you're right. No one asked us to come on here and fucking talk about our opinions when we want. But that's what we're doing.
But we also created a lane for ourselves. We're not on somebody else's post trying to be a podcast like, hey, Alyssa, let's go back and forth. Like, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
And I think people just in this society just feel like their opinions are important to other people. And it's like, they're not. They're not. No. Because, so you commented on somebody's stuff. How much money did that put in your pocket?
I was just like, press. All press is good press.
No.
Oh, wait, no. All press is
All press is
Negative press is still press. What am I trying to say?
I don't know. I don't know.
Love me or hate me, it's still an obsession. You know what I mean?
What? I have no clue what you're talking about right now. I'm totally confused, like legit confused. What are you talking about? What? It's time to wrap this podcast up. Anyway.
Wait.
Let's
I
go to the
have
rehab
questions.
corner.
Wait, I have a question before
sorry.
you go to the rehab corner. Okay, I'm almost finished with Squid Games. I had to turn it off because I got super frustrated at the end. I'm like,
what episode are you on?
9 of 10.
Okay. Almost there.
Under, over, what do you think your odds of surviving the Squid Games are?
I would be out in the first one.
I also think I'd be out fairly quickly.
Absolutely.
I think I would have, I have sensory issues. I'd have jolted as soon as they started shooting the guns. I would have been screwed.
Yeah. No, I would have stayed there. I don't think my fat ass would have got over that line quick enough. I think I would have survived not being shot, but to do that in under 2 minutes,
it's hard. No. Yeah, I've been thinking about it, and I just don't think I'm not cut out for the Squid Games.
The tug of war, I would have lost.
Oh, for sure. First of all, the fact that they only have a hard-boiled egg to eat and a soda, I would have been out. A Sprite.
I think I would have got the little honeycomb because my hands are pretty steady. But yeah, I would have been out on the first one, definitely. Did you get to the one where
what? Just say
the top one where they're
with the glass.
Yeah.
That's fucked up,
bitch. I would have died on the first one. I always pick the lower number. That was horrible.
That was horrible.
Horrible.
I would have just pushed people, but oof.
No, that's I'd have been like, nah, I quit. Yeah, no.
Did you hear Nokia is re-releasing the brick cell phone?
Ooh, I had one of those
for their 20th anniversary, and you could play Snake on it.
I love Nokia. That was my very first cell phone.
I used to have one,
mine was blue.
And you could all I would do is play Snake.
Can you here's the thing, nostalgia. How the fuck did we text back in the day?
T9, baby.
I know, but I'm just saying, before even T9, you would just dude.
I thought I was dude. Circa 2005, I thought I was a coder because I could T9 my ass off. I would press 2 buttons and I had a full sentence.
Listen, OTs within the next few years are going to be very, very rich because everybody's going to be coming in with thumb issues.
I need to get CH.
Yeah, you need to be hand therapy certified. Is that what's called?
I was gonna say concealed hand carry, but that's not. What is
guns?
It? What is a certified hand therapist?
You're the OT.
CHT? I don't know. I need to be a hand therapist to make a lot of money.
I used to work with one at the other hospital I used to work here in town. I mean, she didn't make no extra money because of where she worked, but anyway.
Also, I hate you. October 24th, Insecure comes back.
Ooh, I'm so excited.
Lawrence Hive, where are you at?
Okay.
Where my girls at?
Here's the thing. When the front, the back.
And is it feeling that?
You were supposed to give me your HBO login because I still haven't finished the other one. And when I saw the preview and saw a baby, I was like, bitch, what the fuck did Lawrence do?
Shit's bugged.
Fuck you, Lawrence.
Dude,
I didn't say this at the beginning of the podcast. Fuck Lawrence.
No. We're Lawrence Hive over here.
No, we're not. You are Lawrence Hive by yourself. Nope.
I love an underdog. A phoenix from the ashes, he will rise.
Him and Issa better figure it out, and they better get together at the end.
They have to.
You better. Y'all better ride off into the motherfucking sunset, Issa Rae.
After all the shit I've been through this season, yes.
Seriously, because if not, I am not watching this again. I mean, nothing else you put out. I'm lying. I will. Whatever.
But October 24th, I'll write my login for you. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I've been working with her since Insecure, the Misadventures of an Insecure Black Woman on YouTube. I was in PT school at the time.
The YouTube.
Yeah. That was an amazing series. Anywho, okay, are we ready to go to Rehab Corner?
Sure, let's go.
Let's go on down.
They tried to make me go to rehab. I said,
go.
Hey, yes, I've been bad, but when I come back, you'll
go. Get your ass in that corner.
Hey, welcome to the Rehab Corner, everybody.
What are we talking about in the Rehab Corner today?
All I want to talk about is how I finally love my job again.
Really?
I fell in love with a 97-year-old man this week.
And he did it for you?
He did it for me.
What did he do? What was so special about him other than being 97?
He was there's just people that hit you in the right spot.
Yeah.
He hit me in the right spot. I went to go reeval him. You know what it was? I had him on a weekend. You know how the weekends are chill at the hospital?
Yeah.
And he didn't want to get up. He was in a lot of pain. And he was like, will you come see me tomorrow? I promise I'll get up. And usually we say, yeah, I'm bullshitting.
We're not coming back. No. Biggest lie ever told.
But I liked him so much. He was just so sweet and so cute. And when you're over 90 years old, I'm just like, what do you need me to do for you?
Yeah.
You have given it all. And so I kept him on my list because usually we're full of evals. I don't have time for treats, but I had time this week. I kept him on my list. I saw him every day for like 45 minutes to an hour. I got to progress him. I got to see a patient for the first time in forever every day and work on things and build on things and make plans for the next day. And I was like, oh, this is why I like my job.
Yeah.
And it was just like, I'd come in and he'd be like, I don't think I can do this. I'm weak today. I need a lot of help. And I was like, nope. Too bad, we're getting up, we're doing this. And then he was doing great by the end of the week. And I was like, this is what we do it for.
That's awesome.
And then they sent his ass to rehab, and I was so sad.
Oh, to the rehab downstairs or to another rehab?
To another rehab. But my whole thing was, I said, listen, sir, you're 97 years old. I'm not sending you to rehab. I'm the rehab. It's you and me. Let's go. He also was like, oh, I have a granddaughter named Alyssa. And I was like, she sounds great. Love her.
That's the only reason why you kept saying it.
Probably.
Now it finally comes out.
But even like, he says shit like, oh, I can't lift my shoulder. I said, why? What's going on with the shoulder? He was like, well, there's shrapnel in it. I said, shrapnel? How did that get there? He was like, well, in the war. I was like, when were you in the war? He said, 1944.
Nah.
1944. He was old enough to fight a war.
My dad was too. In 1944.
It's insane. I'm just like, you have lived so long. I sat at the edge of the bed. We did oral care. He cleaned his dentures for 20 minutes, and I just sat there and was like, whatever you want to do, man. It's you and me.
It's always weird when your patients like clean their dentures in front of you, and you're just like, that's really weird. And how different they look with them and without them.
Yeah.
They look very different.
Yeah. And he was just super sweet. And I just finally got to be like, this is why I love my job. I love being able to help people get back to what they want to do and get up and moving. And being in the hospital is so lonely, but you get to sit there and talk to them and make them feel like there's something to do. You know how old people don't like to watch TV? And they just sit in the room in silence. Yeah. And you're like,
it's like they're waiting to die. It's like, oh my God, it's horrible.
Yeah. So this week I finally got to just, be a therapist. And
that's awesome.
It was a very positive experience.
I'm happy for you.
Thank you. I needed it.
I was going to say, needed that.
I feel renewed, a renewed sense of self. Like the reason we get into this job is because we don't want to just sit around every day and like, I don't want to do a transactional job or like a paper pushing job or something. We all wanted to do something active and felt like we were benefiting someone, and that's what I got to do this week.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I had the opposite effect. I realized that I am not satisfied. Like I don't understand. I kind of get it to a degree, but I don't understand how people can be complacent. Like I am not. I really realize how much of a non-complacent person I am. And I don't know that I'll ever be satisfied in life with just whatever I'm doing. And I don't know, like, if there's something more deeply rooted than that's the main reason why I don't. But like, even just time that I have off, I'm always doing something, trying to create, trying to do this, trying to do that, not these like get rich quick schemes or anything, but things that are going to be lasting, and it's really making me, the more I am away from the bedside, it has made me realize that, I'm truly okay with not seeing another patient, like ever again. And it could be because it's still fresh. Yeah. I'm not even 6 months out yet.
I will give you 6 months and we'll see.
Yeah. One of my friends who left the bedside, we went to PT school together. And she checked on me, I think it was yesterday, day before yesterday. And she texted me and she was just like, hey, just want to see how it's going. You're away from the bedside. Like, how are you doing? I was like, girl, I should have did this shit years ago. Like,
you don't miss it at all?
No.
Dude, I'd have FOMO. I just love, but also I'm still in it. Like I'm young and in it.
Bitch, I'm young too.
Well, you're young, but I'm young in my career.
Oh yeah, very sure.
But I just love like
I miss the camaraderie of all y'all.
Yes, but I also the vibe of not the specific hospital vibe, but like the idea that there are so many people, so many moving parts. You have to constantly be up and on your A game and doing this, and that, and moving around. And I had this patient yesterday. Now they're doing this way. Do they need this, and that? How can I help them do this? This person is asking me questions about the. I love that shit.
Yeah,
which is called collaboration.
Yes, I mean I love collaboration too, but I like collaboration on my terms. So I collaborate with you when I'm ready to. Versus needing to all the time. And when I was talking to the nurse practitioner last night, I was just telling her about how, how thankful I really am for the experiences that I've had at the bedside, and the fact that, I literally had full control of a huge ICU. Like I ran that shit and it was mine. You know what I mean? Like And not to say that I'm territorial, because I'm not, but at the same time, no, I mean, not about that, because I'm like, I don't want to have it all. Like, I was able to delegate it.
You had something that was yours and you took pride in it.
Yeah, and I was able to build it from nothing. I built it from nothing. And even though people try to, oh, this was there before. No, the fuck it wasn't. Because, bitch, all the stuff that I did, it was not.
And as soon as you left, it ain't there now.
Exactly. And so I think just the quality and the freedom that I've had, the networks, the relationships that I've had with physicians and their trust. Because I think, too, there's a lot to say about your quality of work when physicians trust you with their patients. Surgeons specifically come and look for you, or will say, hey, I need you to see my patient. Like, where is Monica? She needs to see my patient because I know the caliber of work that you deliver. And if you are not here, they're not going to get it, you know? So I mean, I'm appreciative of that. And so I just take that into another sector of life. And I'm glad I went back to business school. I really am. That was probably the best decision I could have ever made for my life, was to go back for my MBA. The best decision. I'm sorry I'm boring you.
You're not boring me.
I know it's late.
My Vyvanse has a 12-hour.
It's late too.
I know.
So, yeah.
I already got out what I wanted to say, so now I'm tired.
So now you're just like, fuck everybody
I'm
else.
over it.
Screw you, bitch. Anyway, but yes. So,
listen, I think this is a season.
Mercury's in retrograde. I just keep saying that because it just
Mercury's in
like
reggaeton and
in reggaeton.
This is a season of growth in different ways for a lot of people. It's been such a crazy flipping time.
Yeah.
I needed this week to be good.
Yeah. Yeah.
To remind me that I don't actually hate my job.
Yeah.
I'm hyperbolic a lot and I say like, oh, I hate my job. I don't. I'm very blessed. Being at work reminds me that like I have legs that work, I have lungs that work, I have a heart that works.
Yeah. You love your patients and you love what you do.
I love my patients.
All the extra bullshit is what makes you hate it.
Exactly. But like every job has that. And you just have to find one that's worth it for you. I don't know that this is specifically, this brand of bullshit is worth it compared to me, but.
Because there's bullshit on every job.
There's bullshit on every job. You just have to find the one job you're okay putting up with the bullshit for.
You're never gonna run away from it.
That's just life, you know?
Yeah.
Everything's got bullshit. Partners, people.
Yeah. But it's nice when you have, like, I feel like all the jobs I've ever had, except for one hospital, I hated this fucking place. I was only there for like 3 months and I was like, fuck y'all forever. Your job is survivable because of the coworkers that you have. And I know people always say, go to work, just do your job and go home.
Your job is not your coworkers. Right. Yes, the fuck
your coworkers are not your friends. A lot of them, 95% of your coworkers are not your friends. But if you can find people that you can go through the bullshit with and it helps you to not be as bad, then that's what makes sometimes work a lot more. Yeah, it'll make a break. Because honestly, like, and I know we talk about Quinta a lot, but if I did not have, we miss you, Quinta. If I did not have Quinta through the pandemic, I probably would have been quit.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn if I got a mortgage or not. I would have literally quit because I don't know how much of a benefit I was to her, but she was an absolute true benefit to me.
You need a lifeline.
You do. And like, it was like we felt the same thing at the same time, even though a lot of times she'd be like, I'm going to go see one more. I'm going to go pick up one more. I'm like, fuck you, bitch.
Dude, I don't know how she had anything left to give.
I don't either.
She's an angel.
Yeah. You know how one of our other friend co-worker, she's always like, it's because I'm Mexican. I'm like, yes, Mexicans definitely do have
the
very
hardest
good work
of the hard
ethics.
workers, because let me tell you, the second that my watch hits time when I need to get off the floor, I said I could be in the middle of a tree and I'll say, sir, this is all the time I have today.
Pretty much.
Lunch is waiting.
It's just like therapy. All right, looks like it's coming to the end of our time. Or my massage therapist. We're all done.
Like, I have got to protect myself above all costs.
Seriously, yeah. And you have to have it. Like, I think in a job that where we are, or in the sector that we are in, you have to have, like you said, lifelines, and you have to have somebody else that's in the trenches with you, because you can't do what we do by ourselves.
It's hard, physically hard, mentally exhausting.
Absolutely.
And just the expectation, like, the doctor comes into the room, they say all these things, they just want to see results, and they expect you to get this person there. It's like an art dealer sold this sculpture to this person, and they left you the mound of clay and like a bunch of bullshit tools, and they're like, well, we already told them this is what's happening and this is what we expect, so go ahead and get ready. And we're like, what the that's how I feel all the time. Yeah, you need someone there with you to be like, you think this is crazy too, right? Yes, but we gotta figure it out together.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And you have to like, if you don't like that person, there's no.
Yeah. I feel, and honestly,
it's such a detriment to the patient too, which sucks.
It is. And I think that's why even too, you and I, we work so well together at the bedside, but
not as well
because,
as Queen though.
But not as well as you and I and our other PT though. Yeah. Cause like there's a set of us, like Kawinta and I work better. I think we work the best together. You and our other PT, she knows who she is. She listens to this podcast. Shouts out to you.
Girl.
Y'all work amazing together, but I think it's because both of y'all got ADHD, and that's why. Help. So you have that one person or those couple people that you work just really well with. I feel like Audrey and I work very well together as well too. We're a great mixture of fire and ice. But when you a lot of times on jobs you don't find that. So when you do find it, you have to.
That's why I'm still here hanging in, because Have you seen that? Like, what I meant to tell you, the TikTok the other day when they're like, we're rocking with Mark because Mark rocks with us.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
No.
The white guy?
No.
Anyway, I'm rocking with all these girls because they rock with, and we just fucking click. We get it. We're all on the same page.
Yeah.
We're all very open. We appreciate everyone else's insight and knowledge, and we're all just normal ass fucking common sense people, and that's hard to find at a job.
Exactly. And that's why you blend so well together and work in a collaborative effort, because everybody's on the same page. Everybody possess the same quality, the same level of compassion, and that's very hard to find in certain situations.
It's very nice that I can, in my group of close coworkers, I can walk up to any of them and A, ask a question that may sound stupid to other people and not feel judged, and B, be like, hey, you did this, or I saw this, and that's not fucking what we're doing. Yeah. That's not right. I don't think that's cool. And everybody be like, oh shit, okay, what?
And nobody takes it personal.
No one takes it personal, because we're all just here trying to do a job the best that we can.
Exactly.
And we all want to do a good job, so we appreciate someone coming to tell us that.
Absolutely. And that's how you build lifelong friendships though too. Sometimes, like, again, I always tell people, don't trust your coworkers, but there's still people that you can trust.
She says that shit with her chest.
I do. Don't trust your coworkers, and never trust your coworkers, but trust them enough for the 8 hours, and then they prove to you otherwise outside of those 8 hours, then okay. But I still don't fully trust you. Not you. I mean, I still don't trust you.
I am in your house.
I still don't trust you. You see, I keep looking in this direction. There's a gun right there. You can't see it though.
Bang, bang. Let's go shooting.
Let's do it.
I'm down.
Let's do it. All right. Anything else we need to talk about before we get out of here?
No.
I was waiting for you at the door.
Dude,
you look dusty.
Bring Vine back.
Your hair is uneven.
I was waiting for you at the door. That was the best.
Your hair
we
is
should
uneven.
do like Vine of the week. We'll bring it back.
Oh, let's do it. Yeah.
I'll have it for next time.
A lot of content. Yeah.
Dude, thicker than a bowl of oatmeal is still one of my favorites. So fucking good.
All right, y'all. Have an amazing week. Remember, this is still Breast Cancer Awareness Month, October.
Check your boobies.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Check your boobs. Also, too, if you see a PT, hug a PT, kiss a PT, buy them lunch, pay off their loans. It's PT month as well, too. And, yeah. Isn't that
we
about
should
it?
have some PT facts. You got any?
Oh, no. No. I'm a horrible PT right now.
What is this bone?
That's your olecranon.
There you go. See, from a real physical therapist, ladies and gentlemen. Right here.
I did see this. I did screenshot this little thing that said, hold on. It says, who am I? I am a movement
Who am I? Petey Pablo.
We just love Petey Pablo. Tanisha. I'm kidding. It says, who am I? I am a movement expert with a doctoral level education. I study anatomy, physiology, pathology, and pharmacology alongside medical, dental, and pharmacy students. I learn every bone, muscle, and nerve in your body and how to help them heal. I teach you how to move efficiently and safely. I add life to your days. I am a physical therapist. No. You bitch. So thank you to all our wonderful physical therapists. If you're a trash physical therapist, then no, we don't thank you. But if you're an amazing therapist, physical therapist, PTA as well too. Rehab, is rehab aids kind of in that? Yes, I'm going to say PT rehab aids. Absolutely.
Includes exercise physiologist.
No.
No, different?
Not at all. Okay. Very different.
Just if you call yourself a PT
no.
and you do well.
If you're licensed as a PT or a PTA, that's it. Yep.
Chiropractors, thank you.
No.
It's different. Okay.
Different. I love chiropractors though, but not in this month.
Crack your back.
Adjust. They don't like
Happy PT month. I do appreciate a good physical therapist.
Thank you for giving us our just due.
Yeah, I can't gate train for shit, so.
You're not supposed to. It's not your job.
Thank you.
I do. Anyway. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Spread love.
Light.
And don't forget to laugh your face off.
Period. Poo.
You are off on your cues.
That's because I worked today. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
You think I was sitting at home all day?
You were sitting at home all day.
Yeah, but I'm working.
So I did think you were sitting at home all day.
I was busy as hell today.
Feeling good as heck. Thanks so much for tuning in to another episode of The Face Off with Fleming and Fowler. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at The Face Off Pod. Be sure to tune in to The Face Off every Tuesday where new episodes are released.